Mr. White, we're gonna watch El Camino. John,
right,
do
bitch.
it. Do it, John.
That's right, Mr. White. Magnets, yo. Science, bitch.
You usually, when I ask you to improv, you go for like 45
Mr. White,
seconds.
we're gonna watch the trailer for El Camino, bitch. It's about the guy who first invented the car, El Camino, bitch. The black keys. Yeah, reel it in. You pushed me into this swimming pool. I'm just
then you
doing
started
the doggy paddle.
swearing, and now we got yelled all
All
those
he
signs.
said is this is his catchphrase.
Well, let's watch
Bitch.
this. Where did he go? Oh, Skinny Pete.
Jesse.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Wow. This looks great. Looks... Oh. Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
Oh.
You. Beetle. Suspect.
Jesse Pinkman.
You ready?
And then he goes to jail and the movie's over.
Catch him. Like, man, you made a lot of meth in your life. Ooh, buddy. I love the mood of this trailer. The shots overall, I mean.
Yeah, looks kind of like a art house action thriller. You know?
Yeah, seriously, like one of those crime movies that you know probably won't have like a ton of action, but when it does, it's really gonna scar you.
Well, yeah, it looks like there's probably be like a couple of key cool sequences. Yeah. But okay, Watson, we got a cat in here.
Love Breaking Bad.
But for the most part, you know, it's gonna be Breaking Bad style. It's gonna be dramatic. It's gonna be intense. What I love about this concept is that when Vince Gilligan, with both Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, when he wants to create a ticking clock to any of the episodes or the seasons, it is just gratifyingly suspenseful. A movie that is just this giant escape against the clock. Oh man, that is gonna be freaking wild, man.
Yeah.
And you know, like I thought about it because when this movie was first announced, I was like, do I really want this film? I know Better Call Saul is, you know, a pretty incredible show, so they did a great job with doing a spin-off prequel of sorts. Breaking Bad is my favorite drama of all time. I've seen the whole series twice. And I was like, but didn't it kind of end perfectly? And then I thought about it, I'm like, well, actually, you know what? Yeah, Jesse just goes off in the distance and is left up to interpretation, but he's a fugitive at this point, right?
He rides off into the night, but that's hardly Jesse being out of the woods yet. Yeah, it's like it's so gratifying to see him free at the very end. But yeah, you got to imagine that this guy's life is going to be a lot more difficult before it gets a lot more easy.
Yeah.
And so yeah, to see him back with Badger and Skinny Pete, and just how horrible it looks like he feels and looks, and especially, you know, piggybacking, it's been a long time since Breaking Bad ended, and it's so tangible how, like, you flash right back to those circumstances at the end, because Jesse arguably gets it the worst out of anybody. It's like a tall order to come back to Breaking Bad after so long, but looking at what they did with Better Call Saul and how invested they are in their characters, I think this could be really interesting, and this could add a flavor, because Jesse's gotta be so destroyed by this point.
Yeah, man. I mean, Andrea and Brock were killed, and we never got to see They have a photo that you do see here briefly. You never really get to have the grieving elements of what happens when you lose the two people that you care about so much. That's the thing, is like he got free from being a prisoner, but there's still an arc to his character that I can see being left undone. You know, it's like his relationship with Walter White is done, obviously, but his own personal journey, it's like, yeah, the fact that he's a fugitive does count, but you know, it's like it's not like you just, you know, break free and then, oh, I'm now free, I'm living in the Caribbean, you know.
How do you return to being a human being at all? And I mean, I'm hoping that's what they explore, and I have no reason to suspect that they won't. I mean, just because Breaking Bad had such a perfect balance of really intense, engrossing plotting, but also really affecting character work.
I'm curious if this will actually really work, only because I have like a 99.9% faith that it'll work. My 0.1% is that Vince Gilligan's great storytelling has come in the medium of television. And this is a movie. While I think there's like incredible bottle episodes and just episodes of both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, that just like that episode alone is incredible. Well, actually, I take it back. I think it's gonna work. Because Vince Gilligan did say this movie is very much designed for people who followed Breaking Bad. He didn't think he could successfully make this if he was trying to reintroduce or, you know, get new people on board. He said that he just had to do the right story and just make it for the the only way you'll be able to truly grasp this is if you watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, make it for the people who are truly invested. I'm nervous about this because, too, it does seem like a lot of guys who are really great TV showrunners do have trouble transitioning into just feature film territory. I can think of Matthew Weiner, Noah Hawley, guys who have made great TV who have had some trouble with film. But, you know, this doesn't give me much to outwardly worry about other than that little statistic.
That's why I said it's a 0.1%.
And just looking at the mood of this and everything, it seems pretty natural, and I really, really hope
they got some surprises up their sleeve. I saw the teaser trailer, the one where they're interviewing oh my God.
Skinny Pete.
They're interviewing Skinny Pete at the police station. There was like this little Emmys trailer, and all they've been teasing, and even with here, this is like the official trailer, and all they've been teasing is mood. And, you know, possible scenarios. It's like, they've made it really clear Jesse is a fugitive on the run from the police, FBI, whatever.
And that's everyone.
And then he's also got a lot of trauma to overcome.
Yeah.
And that's all we've gotten so far. I love that because we really don't know where this movie's gonna go. We don't know what's going to happen. I wonder if they're gonna have like a main cop character. You know what I mean? Like the head of the hunt. One of those characters that you cut back and forth between.
The title especially makes me wonder for a weird reason, because I can just, in dialogue chatter, I can hear, like, it's such a unique type of car, and it's something that they would definitely be tracking, and that's one of those things you would hear on a list of police, things to keep an eye out for, things that are gonna make you immediately noticeable. Yeah, so this just has an aesthetic of like, there's probably gonna be police on his tail, and it's probably going to play on that messed up thing of like, you'll probably sympathize with the cop character because they're doing their job, but we also know all the stuff Jesse's been through and probably how misunderstood he's going to be by those cop characters. And I imagine that, maybe some gray area can come out of there too,
This is going to be great.
No matter how it turns out, I'm just excited that we have this anticipation to chew on.
Yeah.
And that they've taken this approach to advertising.
And I'm excited for Aaron Paul. Like, he hasn't had any work that has exceeded his Jesse Pinkman character.
BoJack Horseman?
BoJack Horseman, yeah.
Definitely. Everyone knows him for that.
Well, he's done other things in between that have been well received. Absolutely. Some things like greatly received.
I heard a lot of good about The Path.
But we haven't had, he did like Need for Speed. That's what I remember.
I enjoyed that.
That
movie.
was fun,
it's
man.
Not good, but I have a great
Which
time.
features Oscar winner Rami Malek.
Dude, Rami Malek, Kid Cudi is in it, and if we could get a sequel, we could just throw an El Camino right in there. It's perfect.
I wonder if there will be flashbacks to characters like Mike or
You know,
Walt.
Walt.
The
Jane?
main character.
Will Kristen Ritter be an
Yeah,
echo?
this is
anywhere?
gonna be fan service the movie.
Yeah, just every single beat from every season, major characters are all coming back.
All right, guys. Well, are you excited for El Camino? That's a stupid question. What are your hopes for El Camino? Are you gonna watch it in the theaters? If it's playing at a location near you, comment below. You guys can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Please click that notification bell to get notified whenever we got a YouTube video up. You can check us out on Patreon, where we do weekly Q&As, TV show reactions, stream-alongs, sync up, and some shows have reaction highlights included, so you don't have to worry about doing the syncing. And he does music video coverage weekly. Maybe we'll cover this for Patreon.
Yeah, like a music video.
Yeah, what I want to do is just sit here the whole time.
Yeah, we got to do this and BTS burn the stage. Just movie reactions.
Before we wrap this up, I would like to give a page of the day shout out to a man named Josh Walker. It's been like 2 to 3 months since I've heard back from you, dude. I don't understand why people pledge. I start talking with them and then they ghost me. You're like the 18th person this month who is ghosting me.
Maybe people get off on watching you wriggle.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm going to watch this shout out.
Take the money.
But dance for me, monkey.
Say, Josh, I looked up your name. It means Yahweh is salvation, or to save. And your last name, Walker, Texas Ranger.
It means to roll, turn, and full cloth. So that's cool.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Old English Welshian names, I guess.
Yep, got nothing. You probably don't even know the meaning of your name, so there you go. That's a gift to you.